1300 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Asif Hanif. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has urged citizens to adopt precautionary measures to avoid further spread of coronavirus. The number of active cases of coronavirus has reached over 9,000 while 6 people died of pandemic in the country during the last 24 hours. A petition has been filed in Srinagar High Court seeking investigation into Indian Army's fake encounter in Shopian that killed 3 Kashmiri laborers. In Kyrgyzstan, polling for the parliamentary elections is underway with anti-COVID measures in place. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan has urged citizens to adopt precautionary measures to avoid further spread of coronavirus. In a tweet, the Prime Minister said as compared to some other states, Allah has been kind to us in Pakistan and spared us from the worst effects of COVID-19. He said there is a fear that onset of winter could result in second wave of corona. Imran Khan urged everyone to wear face masks in public to avoid a spike and said all offices and educational institutions must ensure that masks are worn. Minister for Planning and Development and Special Initiatives Asad Umar has asked the people to strictly adopt all precautionary measures, including wearing of face masks, as there are still the threats of spreading coronavirus pandemic. Talking to a private news channel, he also called for implementing standard operating procedures while performing routine work at the offices and other places of work. Replying to a question, Asad Umar said the foremost motive behind the opposition's long march is to halt accountability process against their bigwigs and save their looted national exchequer. The minister urged the opposition to play a constructive role in highlighting genuine issues of the common man. Asad Umar said the government is ready to sit together with the opposition on issues of national importance like stabilizing the economy and alleviation of poverty and inflation, but no compromise will be made on corruption. 632 new cases of coronavirus surfaced in the country after tests of 33,725 people were conducted over the last 24 hours. According to the latest statistics, the pandemic claimed lives of 6 more people during the last 24 hours. 298,968 patients have so far recovered from the disease. There are now 9,135 active cases in the country. After more than 6 months, Makkah's Grand Mosque opened its doors today to the first group of pilgrims performing Umrah in first phase amid strict precautionary and preventive measures. The group of Umrah pilgrims entered the mosque after applying through the Ministry of Hajj and Umrah's Itmarana app. To accommodate a quota of 6,000 pilgrims per day, the Ministry of Hajj and Umrah has prepared 5 meeting points where pilgrims will meet and join health professionals on buses to the Grand Mosque. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, bodies of the 3 laborers who were killed in fake encounter by Indian Army in Shopian in July have been exhumed and laid to rest in their hometown Rajouri. Indian Army had termed the youth as unidentified militants, but they were later identified by their families as laborers who had gone to Kashmir Valley in search of work. Meanwhile, a petition has been filed in Srinagar High Court seeking investigation into the fake encounter. Delhi-based newspaper The Indian Express says the recent incident of rape in Uttar Pradesh gives us fighting sight of Indian democracy. In an article, the paper writes that in India, security forces, which are in charge of protecting the people, are actually protecting the government, as it happened in the case of victim of Uttar Pradesh case, who was cremated at night to bury all evidence with her. The paper opines that cruelty has become a socially accepted norm in India, but not only the political elite, but even the media does not play its due role in such cases. Britain and European Union will resume Brexit trade talks in London next week to bridge differences that are hampering a trade deal. This was agreed by British Prime Minister Boris Johnson and EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen during a phone call. In Kyrgyzstan, polling for the parliamentary elections is underway with anti-COVID measures in place. 16 political parties are in race for the elections. In the National T20 Cup, 2 matches will be played in Multan today. In the first match, Southern Punjab will take on Balochistan at 1500 hours, while in the second match, Sindh will face Northern Team at 1930 hours. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch the live video streaming of our news bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.